Hello everyone and welcome back. This is a much delayed update on my last video, which featured a 3D printed Dutch Fokker 21 by my friend Gonzo the Great on Cults, and there will be a link in the description below to show where that is available. He has a bunch of great flying models available there on Cults, really reasonable prices, and they fly great. Which brings us back to this. This is the updated beta test version of the one I did last. It was this is a long delayed update, and it's my fault for the delay, mea culpa, but life happened. The original beta and test flights, which of course you can see on my channel, the aircraft had a tendency to tip stall at low speeds, and tip stalls are no fun, low to the ground and slow. This model scale, of course, has some very tapered wings, and that leads you to tip stalls. Well, Lewis went back in, redesigned the wing completely, more washout and tips, and the new fuselage area, the whole thing forward of the cockpit is a redesign. So what we're going to do is we're going to try this one. So the maiden will be coming up, and thanks for sticking around. As I said, this is a long delayed update. So let's see how this works out. Thank you for coming back. Okay, I'm going to start rolling it. More. It's going to take more than that. A little bit more. Is that it? Ready? And right about here, I stopped the recording audio because of a train going by and other things interrupting. But here we're getting a little bit exciting for a moment. The flight went really well. The problem being on my fault, way too much aileron throw. It only needs about 4 millimeters up and down. Those ailerons are huge. So it was extremely sensitive on the ailerons, and it needed quite a bit more elevator, as we'll see at the end when we just flat run out of elevator control at low speed. And that was, again, my fault. I had the CG just slightly forward of where it's marked on the wing. And even the mark on the wing is a little bit too far forward. So this flight is being flown with an extremely nose-heavy airplane. But you can see the handling is good. The pilot is my friend Nelson Helmet. I'm on the video because I'm no good at these things. So Nelson did a great job. So I'll be quiet and let the airplane talk for itself for the rest of the way. Thank you. Nelson is circling around for landing here, and as you can see, when he comes in, the airplane unfortunately just runs out of elevator and boom. Okay. Hello once again, everyone. Well, the maiden flight went well except for the very end. The landing was a little hot, and also I had the center of gravity a little bit too far forward, and we learned a couple of things from this flight, though. The new wing works just fine. So the new, more washout in the tips and all, a lot less chance of a tip stall. the low-speed handling characteristics were pretty good, and we were glad to see that. So everything's working out as far as the airframe goes. I made a couple of recommendations to Louis Gonzo the Great about reinforcing the mounts for landing gear, because it was the rough landing's fault, not really the landing gear's fault, but it did tear out my left gear, which is repairable. So this will live to fly another day, but as far as I'm concerned, the aerodynamics of the thing worked out really well. Two things: you need a lot of elevator throw and not much aileron. It's very, very sensitive. These ailerons are huge compared to the wing area. So about 4 millimeters up and down is plenty of aileron, and you get all the elevator that you can when you set these up, and you'll be good to go. Well, thanks for coming back. I'll see you next time.